Hi, this is Terri. I've lost 180 pounds with a combination of keto, carnivore, and counting calories. I started my journey in August of 2019 and reached my goal in November of 2022. Now that I've reached my goal, I'm focusing on my health, both physical and mental. Thank you for watching. Hey, so I'm trying to process how I'm going to take my salads with me. I'll tell you kind of what their plan is. I don't know what we're going to do Friday night. Sometimes we'll be eating out, sometimes not. So I'm sorry, you guys are just bouncing. I got this new tripod and it's bouncy on the top. But anyway, so I don't really know exactly how it's all going to go. But I'm going to take a salad for Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. We're coming home Monday, but I don't know what time and all that stuff. So I'd rather have a salad that I could, eat wherever we are. If we're on the road or whatever, I'll have a salad for that. So we're going to have 4 salads. Well, it just so happens I have 5 salads already made up. So we are actually going to be moving these salads from this size container to a little more travel friendly container. So that's where I'm going to start at right now. And we've got other things we're going to be doing in the process, but I just want you to kind of see. So these, I'll be washing these containers. So it's kind of cool because whenever when I get it all done, I'll be able to just throw everything in the dishwasher and go from there. So now I'm going to try to do this and not make a mess, but no guarantees. So because when I get back and after the family is all gone, these are the containers I plan to be using for my salads anyway. The smaller containers, just to kind of help hold me in check. This will be good for me to kind of get an experience of how it will work with these. So I'm not going to be adding anything else to my salads to these containers. What I'm going to do, or what I'm pretty sure I'm going to do, I'm going to just make them up. And then I'm going to put my paper towel on top of them. I want to keep the paper towel part going. And so that way they can stay, kind of keep the moisture down. So I'll put the paper towel over it. And then I'll do it like that. So for now, for a long time, you're going to be seeing me use these. You guys didn't even see that. Oh my gosh, I'll do another one. Anyway, you guys are going to be seeing these for my salad containers for a while. As I'm working on getting myself back in check with my eating. Now let me show you all. Now let me show you what we're going to do. Just going to take these lids off here. And I'll pull this paper towel off. This is the old paper towel. And then we're just going to carefully put the salad contents that are in my big containers. So these big salad containers, it's 50, I can't remember, it's 57 or 52. I'll look on the back of it. Give me just a second. But this is cabbage and rutabaga that's already in these salads. This container is 57 ounces. See, for people who use other measurements, it's 1.8 quart and 1.7 liter. So that's the size of that container right there. So now, like I said, I'm going to take this paper towel and we're going to tuck in our salad. And for what I'm thinking I'm going to do, like I said, I'm going to take 4 of them. And see, you flip it upside down, so then that paper towel is on this side. You guys taught me that. Put the paper towels on that side, and then when you flip it over, you pull the paper towel off, and then you can add what you want to with it. What I'm thinking I'm going to do is add the seasonings and wet ingredients to this. Then I don't have to do anything but just grab one of these, and it's all set. I'll just flip it over, dump this on there, and there we go. So that's how that looks. Well, I'll just talk to y'all while I'm doing this. The plan for the family, they're one evening, one meal, so that's what I've read, and this is the wet one. So when you open it, you pull this off and you throw this away. This is damp. So that's just all the moisture that it's kept out of your salad. So based on what I've read from the family text chat, is that lunches, the plan is for things like sandwiches and chips. That's the plan for the family for their lunches. So then one supper, I don't think it's going to be every man for themselves on Friday evening. Now, please know, we'll probably go out somewhere in there too, and that's okay. I'd rather have too much food and have to throw it away than not have enough food and be put in a situation that I'm not comfortable with. So anyway, because I don't want to have to eat lunch meat and potato chips. Now I am taking protein chips, but I don't want to have to just eat that, for lunch along with some slices of lunch meat. That would never last me very long. You all know how I am. And so I don't want to put myself in a situation where I'm going to be hungry later and turn to other foods that I shouldn't turn to. So by me having my salads ready, I'll have my salads and a couple burgers for lunch. And so, like I said, I think Friday night, it's either going out to eat or every man for himself. I really have no idea about Friday night. Saturday, at some point, one of my sister's bonus daughters is coming to town, or coming there, because it's about an hour away from where my sister lives. So one of her bonus daughters is coming over with her two kids and her husband. And maybe the other bonus daughter will come with her boyfriend. But anyway, but that day, Saturday, they're talking about us having grilling burgers. So for that, that's perfect. I can either eat theirs or mine, whichever. It doesn't really matter. And then I have brought my protein chips. My sister has made some cowboy caviar. That would be great on my salad. So, I'm not really sure how it's all going to go. But for that meal, I might decide to do my protein chips and then have my salad at the other meal. So, and that's just kind of where my brain's at and what I'm thinking. I know that they're going to have things that are triggering for me, such as cookies and cakes and stuff like that. So I have decided I'm going to take protein powder. I will take protein powder and some of my Fairlife milk. And after supper, I'm going to be drinking a protein shake. I'm also going to take apples too, so I'll have that after lunch. But after supper, when they are all going for the fruit, well, not the fruit. I'm sure there'll be some fruit too, so I can eat on the fruit as well. But while they're eating the things that, I'm not comfortable eating, for supper, I will have me a protein shake, and then I won't turn to the cookies or candy or cake or whatever else they might bring. So that is going to be my salads. I'm going to put this one, I'm going to put them all in the refrigerator, and then we'll start working on the additional stuff. Next up, we're going to cut up peppers. I got these gorgeous peppers at Sam's the other day. And look how squatty this one is. Isn't that funny? But we're going to see how it works. I don't know if this one will work as well with my method, but no, it seems like it's not. But I was thinking, I wonder if this would work. So instead of let me show you with one of these longer ones. This is my method. So you push in the green. That's it. You just push the green, you separate it from the pepper, and then you pry it open. When you pry it open, you go very slow and careful, and majority of the seeds will stick to that center piece. So when you throw that away, the seeds tend to stay to that piece, as well as if there's any excess pieces hanging on the vein of the thing. And see, look, no seeds. Well, there's one, but that's just stuck in there because it's moist. Let's try it again with the different color. So you just push with your thumbs, push that green stem, and see it's totally disconnected. Then you pry it apart. I'm doing it over my trash can here. And you take your stem. I'll show you. The stem is where all the seeds are. See this side, there's no seeds on this one at all. And this side, there's just a little bit down in the bottom because it's attached to that vein. So there you go. So now what I want to try with this red one, I just want to kind of cut around it. I know I make y'all nervous whenever I mess with knives. And I do kind of dumb stuff, but that's all right. Anyway, so now we've disconnected it a different way. Now we're going to try to pry it apart. This one, like I said, it's going to be different. I don't really know. I don't know what we're going to get since we're cutting around it. So since we cut it, we disconnected that stem from the top of the brains there, veins, membranes. I don't know what you call these things, but we cut it from those so it did not pull all the seeds out of it. But you can reach in and pull them out, and by George, there we go. All right, so now let's go for another one, for yellow one. I just want y'all to get this because it's just so easy. So see, since we pulled it away, and you pry it apart. No seeds. All the seeds. And then there's a little bit still in there because it didn't come away very good from it. But that's all right. That's so easy peasy, you guys. You don't have to do anything fancy. We ain't fancy around here. Got 2 more to do. I'm going to do those off camera. You get the general idea. Okay, so these peppers, so I got them at Sam's. So that's why there's so many. But these peppers are twofold. We're going to use some that I'll be able to use throughout the next week or so. You know, just in my daily eating and my salads and whatnot. But I'm also got it because then I'll put the rest of them in my pickled veg. So it's kind of how I do a lot of times, like at the end of the week, if my vegetables are looking kind of rough that I cut up for the week, then I'll go on and put them in my pickled veg. But since I have so many, because I got these at Sam's, you know, Sam's don't let you just buy one of one thing. You know, you got to buy 25 of everything. So I am cutting these a little smaller than I normally do because I'm going to be taking these in my little salad containers. So now I just line my peppers up and I cut them up. And I don't know, my brain, I cut up one of one color, one of another color. And then that way whenever they get mixed in, like all the colors are kind of blended in. So then it's not like I'm just getting a handful of red or a handful of yellow or orange. So like I just did one of the red halves. Now I'm going to do an orange half. But now you just go through and cut them up and do however you want them, whatever size you're wanting for whatever use you want them. If you're going to use them for something like fajitas, you might want to keep them long. Or if you want to just use them for that, you might want them big. So anyway, I'm going to let you go while I go on and finish cutting these up. And like I said, this first batch that I'm cutting up is for my to use with my salads and stuff. So these I'm cutting up small. I'll see you in a minute. Okay, this is all finely chopped. So that's going to be what I'll take with me or use in my salads and whatnot. This is going to be rough chops because these will just go into my pickled veg. And I'll just add them in. And like I said, usually at the end of the week, now I didn't buy onions this week, which I'm kind of mad at myself about. But usually, like I'll buy onions and then during the week, I'll eat on the onions. Well, at the end of the week, if there's onions left over, I just put them in here. And then that way it just kind of keeps replenishing itself over time. But like I said, these are just kind of big, rough chops. And I'm adding it to the pickled veg. So I'm going to finish doing these here. And 2 more, and then I'll be right back. it's mostly covered, but I'm gonna add just a little more apple cider vinegar and white vinegar. That's white vinegar. I'm gonna just plain old white vinegar, and this is apple cider vinegar. I'm just gonna kind of freshen up the vinegars a little bit with this. And I'll tell you what, I'm gonna add just a little more balsamic vinegar, just a second. Just a little more balsamic. You know, I've never added tomatoes to my pickled veg. I wonder, but I don't know if they'll go bad or something. I think I'm gonna put a few in just to experiment. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, but I want to push them down so that way they're pickled. Okay, so that is my pickled veg, and so these can sit here, and I don't have to do anything with those because I don't know that I'm going to be I'm not adding any of this to my salads, but I've had this stuff last 2-3 weeks before. Well, let me rephrase that. I had it for 2 or 3 weeks and was eating on it. But I'm going to put this away, and then we're going to start getting our little containers ready for our trip salads. Okay, you all have seen how I've got a video about how I make my dressings. You can always go back and see it. I have not mixed the vinegar with the dressing yet, and which is I do it in my bottle, but until it gets about halfway like it is now. But I just added the dressing part into here, and now I have to add the vinegar part. So this is where it gets messy because, you know, when something's kind of wide, it doesn't pour very well. So I just keep that paper towel there to kind of help not make such a mess. All right, so now that part's done, and then I'll shake that up. But what I'm going to do is, I should have kept that paper towel, because now that it's at this stage, I'm going to go ahead and add the rest of this vinegar. Come on, baby. Yay! Oh, all right then. All right. So now, and I'll know that it has the vinegar because it's going to be thinner. So I like to do it, you know, I start off with just having one in one jar and one in the other. But as time goes on, then I just add it to here. So now this can go in my refrigerator. And this one, I'll shake up. Cause I'm all shook up. Yeah, 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 yeah. I'm all shook up. Yeah, 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 yeah. What I think I'm gonna do is not use this one. I think I'm gonna use this one for my salads. I said we're gonna be making 4, and it's okay if they're all the same. But oh shoot, I need something else. Hold on. Hold her, Newt. Hold up. Hold up. What I want to say to you guys is my sister is on her way over. So I'm not going to record while she's here. So if you guys don't get to see this whole process, I'm sorry, but you know, she comes into town twice a year. So my time with her is very important to me this trip. I mean, every trip, but you know. So this is jicama. So we'll make up 1. First off, my mom made this up for our family, for the family potluck. I added cucumber to it. I am going to put the screenshot up of the recipe so that way you all can see what it is in it. So editing Terri, find that screenshot and put it in there. So this, and I'm doing that because I'm not going to be tracking while I'm there, you guys. So since I don't know what is in this, I know there's some oil in there. I know there's some vinegar in there. I know there's some random veg in there. So I'm just going to put a little of this in all 4 of these containers. And one night we are having a taco salad, a taco something. And so that night I'll just, I'll still have this. But anyway, so I just figured this would be the perfect time to use this because I want to use this, and this is from Mom. And since I'm not counting macros while I'm going, since I don't have macros for this, that's perfect timing. So I'll put a little of that in each of them. And then I'm going to just put some jicama in each of them. trying to go fast, y'all. So, got a little jicama in each of them. Again, I'm not counting while I'm with the family. So, and then I'm going to put some peppers in each of them. And then I'll just put my dressing, and I'll put some seasonings in each of them. Like I said, I'm just trying to hurry because I know she's coming. And as soon as the phone rings and she says she's on her way, then I've got to go. So I put my paper towel in here, lay this right on top. So when I put the lid across it, it's good to go. Just like that. And there we go. So that's that piece of it. Next, we're going to add some salad dressing and some seasonings. Okay, just to kind of keep things on the same playing field as I usually use them, we're going to add my stuff to here. I've got it on the scale. Oh, I need a paper towel. I need a paper towel. I need a paper towel. Okay. So there we go. So that's about how much I use. These things are, thankfully, they are waterproof. And so, zero it out. Add 100 grams. Just what I usually add. Whoop, that's a little more than that, but that's all right. And after I do this, I'm going to add my seasonings. And listen, let me just tell you what I plan on taking. I was going to take some green beans, but I have this cut up rutabaga. It's this big chunky size. And so I thought I would take this, and then I could have this for some supper sometimes or whatever I want to do with it. And so I'm going to be taking this in a Ziploc bag to the trip. And this is just jicama that I cut up last weekend that I'm going to put into a Ziploc bag and toss that in the freezer while she's here. Those are things I'm going to do while she's here. Seasoning for these. I know I have one more, but like I said, I really want to hurry and show you guys and spend time with her. This is some everything bagel seasoning because y'all know I need my seasonings on my salad. This is some lemon garlic I'm going to put in here. And then I'm going to put in some my Avo Bravo. Oh, I think I say that wrong every time. Bravo Avo. Dadgummit, Terry. That's all right. So some Bravo Avo. Then I'm going to put the lid on this thing and hope that it doesn't overflow. And there we go. Now I am still going to put these inside of Ziploc bags, but this is what I'm going to take. So along with my salad, you're going to see this and this. And when I pull out my salad, I'll put them together. And that is what I'm going to do for my salads. You know, I got my burgers, and then I'll have my salad, and then I'll have this to eat if I want to for supper or whatever they're having. I may incorporate some of their stuff, but again, I'd rather have too much than not enough. So I just wanted to share with you guys. So that's, oh, I didn't take any tomatoes. I'll put some in a Ziploc bag. Here. Because I may have them like in the morning with my rutabaga cake. Whoop. Oh man, tomato down, tomato down. Where'd you go? That's going in the trash. I do not have the 5-second rule kind of floor. My mama does, but I do not. So I could have these with my Begga cakes. So there you go, guys. That's kind of a fast rendition since she's on her way. And like I said, I will have me some rutabaga. And I'll put this in the freezer when she gets here. So that's kind of what I'm thinking, guys. So that's going to be my burgers I can have for lunch with my salad, or my burger I can have for supper and whatever they're having. And I'll have my Begga cakes for in the morning. So I just want us all kind of in the same loop. So those are the kinds of foods you're going to see me taking on my trip. I'm sorry to cut this short, but I love you guys, and I will see you in the next video, whenever, whatever it is. Bye. Okay, I think I got it all together. I might be missing a couple things. So my two salads, so 4 salads. My 4 salad toppings that I'll put on the salads. This is ketchup. That is some bread and butter pickles for when we have our burger night. Some tomatoes and some rutabaga. And that's my vegetable portion of what I'm taking on the family vacation.